spoke a lot about us used to be in the team, working together, not directly together, but being the squads or being your crew models and working on the tools with each other for product manager and designer. Now let's talk about when we elevate. So as a product leader and as a design leader, what does that mean? You know, when we are leaders of people leaders actually, and how do we collaborate to make magic rather than drama? For me, maybe I'll give a start around what does a good, product leader and a design leader look like? So I've worked with a lot of leaders, but only to be honest, 2 that really stood out for me that I felt like it's the same kind of emotional things about supporting each other. So for us, it's all about kind of sorry. For us,
Are you about to cry?
No. So I'll start with a bit of what a great collaboration looks like between a product leader and a design leader that I have worked with, that we created more magic than drama. Was very little drama to zero drama. One of the things I think it was when we amplify our role up, when we become leaders, we got people under us. We need to, really set the principle and how we're going to collaborate, because we understand that as leaders, we have to demonstrate what is our expectation and what does good look like. And for me, we looked at kind of the 4 areas. One is really about what is our portfolio, what is our remit that we're both looking after, what is the actual goal together. And then what is the practice that we need to respect each other's practices, that we will continue on, working with our product managers, working with our designers, you guys have design review while we have, product brief review as well. Then we have to look at the process and how our teams work together, how we work together as well. And so one of the really great collaboration was that the design leader was really strategic. So we both had to be very strategic. When we talked about being strategic, that was 6 months. Our strategic and our strategy is more about 24 months and beyond.
Yeah.
And so we had to think bigger, and we had to think about what's the new market we have to target? What is the revenue growth we have to go after? We speak the same business language. That design leader had to speak the same business language. We sit at the same table as well when we talked about growth.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was able to pull together, this is what I think the product strategy is going to be. We had the same lens around customer. We both actually look at data.
Yeah.
We both actually think about getting more verbatims, just data, verbatims together, constantly bridging the 2 together. So while I'm building out the product strategy, right, where are we going to go? What's that 90 degrees that the teams can experiment?
Yeah.
This design leader has thought about what does the whole design concept need to look like. This leader has to think about, when we talk about advocacy, when we talk about customer growth, what is that emotional driver that they had to move the needle on? Because she will go, well, to find more new customer, we want to bring retention, and retention was a big part of most of my design collaboration. Was we want them to refer a friend, we want them to come back more. So she went to more deeper, more strategic thinking. For her was also building a system that her team can work on as well. It could be brand. So they actually worked with brand around what does that brand presence would look like. While I work on, the number, the commercial, more of a bigger thinking. And then they were able to complement together. What does that mean? So that was a really, really great collaboration. And I think for us, it was always demonstrating that we were together. And when we were absent in the room, we always were able to support each other and go, oh, actually, I think, designer needs to think about this. Let me take that away and let me work with them on that. So the more we kind of demonstrate in front of our teams start to talk in the same language, understand kind of their collaboration as well. I think that's really, really important when working with design leaders. Your squad just never goes away, actually. Even if you think about going up to an executive, you've got a CPO, you've got a CTO, and then you may have was it design CXO? As well, maybe.
CDO.
Yeah, whatever it is. There's always a design, engineering, product collaboration constantly. So that's my story.
Oh, that's good. I got goosebumps. You can't see under the jacket, but that is so good. Bring me there.
Hey, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe.
Mine is kind of similar, and I have sadly a few of these in my career. I mean, in my 18 years of career, just a few, but never underestimate that one good relationship. It puts you in that space where you feel empowered every single time you think about it. And that's exactly this particular thing this relationship I'm gonna share. Like, so this product leader we never know each other before we get into the same team. As soon as we get into the same team, what I have noticed, sometimes you have the first conversation with someone and instantly you just felt this person was full of curiosity and you were under the spotlight. You feel amazing because they make you feel that way.
Yeah.
And it was that product leader had that superpower. He was asking questions, not just around what I do and trying to understand what I do. They didn't just go ahead and talk about the product. They were curious about you as a person. And what they were doing there, they were trying to understand my motivation, understand what success means to me for design and my team. And also, throughout those conversations that we had, he effortlessly implanted in my head what success looks like for the team and for him as well. So we were both also like exchanging understanding for each other. And so that first phone call set off a great relationship from the get-go.
Yeah.
And from that point onward, my guard, usually when you report to someone or working with someone that's a little bit more senior, usually we have a guard up here, right? Oh, we want to present as we know everything. But suddenly, because of this conversation, I felt, I will be able to be myself. And you know how hard it is to just like find someone, a leader, who is able to let you be yourself. And for me, it's like a complete unlock system. From there, I started to tell him, I'm gonna warn him, prime him. I'm like, let me just tell you the way I work. I'm a little bit a wild horse, right? But if you give me the key to be wild, I come up with the best stuff. And he goes like, great, let's do that, right? So he would be able to create the room for me to be this wild horse while building the environment to enable me to do what I can do the best. But at the same time, he's able to pull me back when I was running way too far. And so I think for me, I'm constantly looking at the figure that was able to listen, communicate without bias. They learn what design is and what my perception of good design is, but at the same time creating the room, but also guiding me to exactly what matters. Because at the end of the day, companies to make money, and I've learned more about business strategy than anybody I have in my career working with this product leader, who took me under his wings to show, like, put me in front of in the pitch that I was in front of the room of 50, 60 decision makers to raise fundings, all of that. All those opportunities were funded by him, And so nowadays, when I think about it, I always think with my team, what type of superpower do they have? The little sliders of hint of superpower that we identify around our team. How can we support them with that superpower? And I think that's where magic really happens between you and that design leader as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you guys recognize your superpower.
Yeah.
You gave room. And I think for designers, what we can do sometimes, like working with a PM, we need to know their superpower and also support their superpower with ours. And a lot of the time it's like, hey, we're going to go in together to showcase this idea. Let me make this presentation really powerful, right? Maybe we're gonna do a product showcase. How can we make it with a wow factor? Like those kind of things. It's actually really, it seems simple, but it's really like the secret glue that connects everyone together.
Yeah, that's actually really, really powerful, because I think, and you talked about boundaries, and that's really, really good, because I think sometimes product is like, come on, get going, right? It's a bit of a relay race when you think about it, how work gets handed over, how context gets shared. Like, sure, we're at the front foot of like understanding the business pain points or the customer problems that need to solve. We get more pressure around, hey, I need results, right? We do get a lot of pressure on that. And then you got to hand off the work to a designer or to a design leader as well. And so for me, boundary is really, really important, and respect their boundary, because it is for me, I understand that there's this creativity lens that they need, right? We write decks after decks, words after words. We have numbers, we have things. That's how we work. We just need time to write out our narratives, while I think giving boundary to designers to be more creative, to allow them space and time to just kind of sort out through all these kind of insights. And then get them to kind of develop out. So I think boundary is really important. And I think when you talked about the collaboration, I think I use the whole who leads versus who support in whatever scenario. So for example, if it's about, the commercial aspect of it, you expect a product manager to lead, or product leader to actually lead that conversation, while the design will support it and understand it. While it's around, more customer, more the design elements of things, you would expect a designer to lead that conversation, to facilitate the conversation, or design leader, and you expect a product to kind of understand it and support them as well. I think this lead and support model is a really, really good one, without tearing each other's hair out about roles and responsibilities, because that's just on paper, right? But naturally, real collaboration is about how you create a momentum and maneuver in a nice way together. And I think that's really helped when we talk about who's leading, who's supporting, even with other parts of the squad as well. But that's just it just creates better harmony. Less drama, less argument.
And it's like no one can be leading all the time.
That's right.
It's exhausting, right? So it's nice to pass the baton and knowing what it's again like that synergy of knowing when to do what between each other. So, but at the end of the day, communicate, understand each other on a human level, understand what success looks like on a human level. Start with that, and I think relationship it's a what is it? It's a marathon. That's my movement for marathon. I'm really grateful. Like, I think all of the experience that we have, it's all gearing up for us to become us today. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful to meet Ting.
Yes, you too.
Doing this with me today, because we're all passionate about the same thing. It's like sharing information. And thank you so much for sharing all your insights with me today.
That's okay. Well, just make more magic, less drama.
Yay! All right, cool.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe for more.